Narito ang programang totoong-totoo, Tambayan sa DWIZ. Programang magliliwanag ng ilang mahahalagang mga issue. Tambayan sa DWIZ. At ngayon, narito na sila upang maghatid ng saya sa bawat Pilipino. Sa programang Tambayan sa DWIZ.
Magandang hapon po. Alas 12, 6 ng tanghali po. Ngayong September 19, 2022. Ito po ang Tambayan. Kasama po ninyo si Atty. Ahmed Paglinawan, si Uncle JP. Hindi natin pa nakakagilap. At natin natawagan ko siya kanina ay hindi ko siya nakakausap. Kumusta po sa inyong lahat? Ang ating programa ngayon ay meron ding stream sa Facebook. Sundan nyo na lang sa DWIZ 882 at saka sa YouTube. At meron din siyang sariling website. So i-follow natin, i-like natin, subscribe tayo doon para marami tayong balita na malaman at matutunan ng mga leksyon sa mga programa dito. Ay, na-miss ko na kayo dahil tagal-tagal din ako nawala. Busy. Okay, ano bang balita ngayon? Ang ating Pangulo ay pumunta sa US of A para mag-attend ng UN event doon. Masyadong ma-memorize kung ano yung event na yun. I think it's a General Assembly kasi sa New York eh. Kararating lang nila kahapon, Sunday dito sa kanila is a little bit of Saturday and Sunday na rin. Kasi huli sila ng ang New York, pinuntahan nila ay huli sa atin ng 12 hours. So kung alas 12 ngayon ng tanghali, ay malamang doon sa kanila ay alas 12 ng hating gabi. At binabati po natin ang nanonood ngayon sa YouTube at sa Facebook. Hindi ko kayo makita dahil mapagal yung aking aking Zoom kapag nakabukas ang Facebook. Kaya pasensya na po kayo. Pero hinihintay natin si Uncle JP para sumali sa atin dito. Meanwhile, pang mga balibalita ngayon. Nag-resign, hindi mo pala nag-resign, nag-step down ang ating Executive Secretary Victor Rodriguez, Attorney Victor Rodriguez, bilang Executive Secretary, pababa ng bababa, tama kasi Primus Inter Pares, ang kanyang posisyon is a secretary department level. Tapos naging chief of staff, which is siya yung head ng staff ng opisina ng presidente. Most earlier presidents had no chief of staff, I think. Later na lang yan, I think simula kay Gloria, kay Era, kay Ramos din yata meron chief of staff. Pero para siyang duplication ng function kasi karamihan sa ginagawa ng chief of staff ay already part of other offices, like for example presidential management staff, PMS, diba? So parang gawa na yan siya. So unless yung chief of staff ay chief ng PMS, meron ding sariling chief yung PMS, as I understand. So meron yan siyang sarili siguro special functions, no? Not unlike yung mga advisor siguro nung panahon ng Pangulong Duterte at ng ibang pangulo na may mga advisors sila on certain matters. Okay? Importante din kasi yung alam mo naman dito sa ating sistema, sa ating unitary presidential system, ay lahat ng mga bureaucrats po ang tawag sa mga heads ng agencies ng government, top level na nasa executive, bureaucrats. Kasi the executive is the bureaucracy. Okay? Yan yung mga bureau, department, ganyan-ganyan. So parang ano yan, yung cabinet, yan yung mga tao dyan, mga leader dyan, bureaucrats tao dyan. Dito sa ating presidential unitary system, yung mga bureaucrats ay hindi career bureaucrats. Okay? Bawat bagong manalong presidente ay papalitan niya yung kanyang mga bureaucrats, yung kanyang bureaucracy, yung mga leaders ng kanyang bureaucracy by appointing them. Okay? And usually these people are the ones who are either trusted by the president or tumulong sa kanya during the campaign or kaibigan niya na mapagkakatiwalaan niya at alam niya by personal knowledge na merong capacity, okay? Merong credibility and capacity and all that CTCT there. Na parang most of these bureaucrats na ina-appoint ng presidente are called political appointees, okay? Political appointees. Parang ano yan siya, parang accommodation para sa mga tumulong sa kanya o pinagkakatiwalaan niya, ganyan. So, ang problema kasi dyan, which is unlike, for example, sa parliamentary system, ang binoboto ng taong bayan ay isang buong partido na kung sinong manalong partido ay meron na silang nakaset na mga taong uupo dyan. Okay? Na ano yan, mga talagang career bureaucrats yan. Alam nila talaga yung expertise ng bawat opisina na ililip nila. Okay? Hindi kagaya dito sa Pilipinas na ang isang artista ay magiging head ng ganito, ang isang singer ay magiging secretary ng ganito, na kung titingnan mo yung kanilang background in the before they are appointed, wala halos kinalaman doon sa kanilang appointee position na binigay sa kanila. Okay? Pero dahil hindi lang naman kasi ang track record ang pagbabasehan dito sa atin. When it is a political appointments, it's enough that this person is not a criminal, no, and it's not a this person is not a completely useless. Pwede siguro i-appoint yan dahil ang ating justification siguro dito sa Pilipinas meron namang sariling buong opisina yan, may staff naman yan. Okay, so what is important is that the president who trusts this person can talk to this person about what he wants done in his in that department that this person is leading. No, and then makakapag-usap sila, nagkakaintindihan sila, and then this guy will echo, okay, will cascade the wish of the president doon sa kanyang staff, sa kanyang opisina, at sila na ngayon ang gagawa ng implementation plan, okay, tungkol dyan. So, hindi masasabing mali yung sistema na yan. Hindi rin masasabing tama yung tama para sa atin, sa sistema natin, yung sistema ng parliamentary system. Kasi magkakaibang sistema yon. Okay? And our system, itong ating ginagawa dito, will definitely not work with the parliamentary system of running government. Okay, and then yung ganun din sa kanila ay hindi niya nagagana dito dahil mga career professionals talaga sa bureaucracy, they don't really care about the president or they don't really care about knowing the president or whether or not the president trusts them. Okay, what's important is that the Civil Service Commission, yung ating ahensya na namamahala sa pagsilbi sa paninilbihan sa gobyerno, ay pinasa sila. I-recognize yung kanilang credibility and their capacity to do the work at hand, yung kanilang educational attainment, ito ganyan. Kasi doon sa civil service system, screened yan. Kailangan na meron kang certain educational attainment, okay, and expertise of certain subjects and fields, okay, na hindi basta-basta kung sino-sino lang ang pwede mag-apply dyan. Civil service, hahanapan ka rin niya, bibigyan ka ng test dyan. Okay? Papasa ka ba? At tuturuan ka rin ng management skills, okay? Supervisory skills, and social skills na rin siguro sa pag-manage ng mga tao, human resource, at marami pang iba, leadership skills, na hindi talaga yan siya required sa political appointees. Okay? But kahit na yung mga political appointees hindi sila talaga expert on certain, some of these appointees ay hindi talaga expert doon sa kanilang kinalalagyan na ahensya, madali silang makausap ng Pangulo. Okay, kampante ang Pangulo sa kanila na hindi na start from zero to build rapport, mangingilala, security, and all that stuff, okay, trust and confidence, ganyan. Magsisimula, and every time mangyari yan, it will cause a lag in the ability of the President to focus on the importante mga bagay na ginagawa ng Presidente. Diba? So, imbis na mag-isip na siya ng mga policy, nakipag-usap na siya sa sa taong bayan about their problems in different sectors, nangingilala siya dito sa kanyang sa kanyang bureaucracy, okay? Sa kanyang heads of department. So, titimbang, di ba? Ang tinatawag nga ng mga pilosopo dyan ay golden mean, di ba? Yung Plato's golden apple, kumbaga. Or Goldilocks zone. Hindi masyadong over-ignorant talaga, walang kalam-alam, wala talagang integrity, walang magdakaw, ganyan. At na hindi siya kalamak talaga na ganyan, at hindi rin naman yung sobrang genius na wala nang ibang alam, kundi ang tumutugon sa kanyang trabaho at wala ng leadership skills, wala ng social skills sa kanyang leadership. Okay? So, yun yung ups and downs, pros and cons ng ating sistema na ang bawat presidenteng nananalo ay nag-appoint ng kanyang entire cabinet. Ilang libo yan sila. Dami-dami, USEC, undersecretary, assistant secretary, director, na iba-iba, commissioner, na kailangan niyang i-appoint. Okay? And most of these people ay meron siyang direct control and supervision. Okay? But hindi lahat ng kanyang ina-appoint ng presidente ay meron siyang control or supervision. Merong mga opisyalis ng gobyerno na siya lang ang nag-a-appoint pero wala siyang control or supervision. Kasi may autonomy talaga. For example, yung co-equal body of the judiciary, siyang nag-a-appoint ng mga justices. Pero wala siyang control dyan. Discretion sa discretion, ibig sabihin sa pag-desisyon kung ano ang tama o anong maling gawin sa opisina, sa pagpapatakbo ng judikatura, ay walang say ang presidente dyan. Okay? At ang lahat ng mga nagtatrabaho sa judiciary, yung mga career service, civil service employees, ay doon din nananagot sa kanilang leadership sa judiciary. At the same time, doon sa Civil Service Commission. No? Pero, be that as it may, hindi ibig sabihin na dahil walang kontrol ng presidente sa kanila, ay wala na talagang kontrol ang gobyerno sa kanila. Meron pa rin. Kasi meron naman tayong criminal laws. Okay? Na kung meron silang ginawang masama, hindi sila pwedeng i-cuddle o itago ng kanilang co-equal body of government na employer. Okay? Which is a different matter kung ang mga congressman at senador ang pag-uusapan, but we are not talking about them. They are elected officers. We are talking about appointed officers and civil service. So, meron pa rin tayong control dyan kasi meron tayong criminal laws. At meron din tayong administrative code, okay, na sumusunod pa rin yan ang judiciary and even those who work civil service doon sa legislature. Okay, at and then sa mga leaders naman, sa mga matataas, I think pag salary grade 19 yata yan, at beginning salary grade 19 pataas, covered na rin sila ng ombudsman. Okay, covered na sila ng ombudsman. So marami na ngayon ang nakatutok sa kanila sa pagpantay, kanilang pagtatrabaho, integrity, kanilang loyalty sa kanilang trabaho at sa gobyerno. So, nandyan yung regular criminal laws, ang ating revised penal code, graft and corruption, may mga kung ano-anong rules na apply to like special laws like sexual harassment, ganyan, or meron din tayong rules ng Graft and Corrupt Practices Act na covered ng jurisdiction ng ombudsman. Okay? Ano itong ombudsman? What is it? Is it a court? Okay? Korte ba yung ombudsman o ano siya? Okay? Maliwanag natin yan dahil pinag-uusapan natin ngayon ng public office is a public trust. Okay? May ibig sabihin yan na ang opisina ng sa gobyerno, ang trabaho, ang opisina, posisyon sa gobyerno ay hindi yan siya hanap buhay, livelihood. Hindi yan siya kagaya ng private enterprise na magtatrabaho ka doon, magkakaroon ka ng security of tenure na hindi ka na pwedeng alisin dyan without due process. Dito, sa mga appointees, especially sa completely confidential employees ng presidente, halimbawa, na yung mga confidential employees ang tawag doon sa mga taong hindi civil service eligible, hindi sila career service workers, no? Yung in-appoint lang din sila para magtrabaho sa kanyang staff, sa kanyang mga driver, ganyan, confidential staff. Ibig sabihin na silang lahat ganyan, covered na sila ng ombudsman, hindi. Depende yan sa kanilang salary grade. Yung mga plantilla, yon ang covered ng civil service. And pag tumaas ang kanilang salary grade, yung ombudsman na rin. Pero ang dami-daming control dyan. Ang presidente rin ay meron ding supervision dyan and control sa mga nagtatrabaho sa civil service. So pwede rin silang disiplinahin. Kasi ang appointing authority that has the control and supervision power, siya rin yung disciplining authority, which is on top of the ombudsman and of the civil service and of the regular courts na depende sa batas na malalabag. Pero ano itong ombudsman? Korte ba to? Okay. Ang ombudsman ay hindi korte. Ang ombudsman ay parang piskalya. Para yan siyang opisina ng prosecutor ng mga government officials and employees from a certain salary pataas. Okay? Parang yung piskal, sila yung tatayong abogado ng gobyerno sa criminal cases. Sila yung uusig, kung sila yung mag-prosecute dun sa mga criminals, accused sa regular citizens. Pagka public official, ang ombudsman ang gagawa niyan. Okay? Kaya yun sila. So, meron din silang function na kagaya ng piskal. Like, mag-iimbestiga. So, pagka sinabi natin merong kaso sa'yo, ipinail sa ombudsman, ang ibig sabihin yan, there is a case for investigation into what you have done, maybe in violation of laws Depende sa kung anong batas, malalaman kung anong kaso ang ifa-file ng ombudsman kapag nakahanap na siya ng probable cause, okay, or a reason to file a case in the court. O ngayon, kung ang ombudsman ay para siyang piskalya, okay, ano ang korte? Kasi ang piskalya, ang korte niya yung regular courts, RTC, MTC. Okay? Ano ang korte ng ombudsman? Sabi sa batas natin ay primarily yung sandigang bayan for certain officials within a range of salary grade. Pero pwede rin yan siyang umusig ng mga tao sa regular courts. Meron din siyang ganyang function sa regular courts. So, pwede niya rin gawin yan. Right? So, malinaw na yan. Ano yung ombudsman? Bakit may kinakasuhan dyan? Okay? Ano ba yung nature ng kaso sa ombudsman? Ang kaso sa ombudsman ay kapag ka ang nalabag na batas ay batas na penal o ibig sabihin criminal law, okay? Kapag public official kasi, dalawa ang pananagutan. Okay? Kapag ka penal law ang na-violate. Andyan yung kang general law of the country, the law of the state, which is prosecuted in a criminal case. Okay? And andyan din yung administrative case dahil meron siyang nilabag na mga administrative rules and regulations sa bilang empleyado, bilang opisyal ng bureaucracy, gobyerno, at saka ng civil service, at saka ng military, mga law enforcement offices, okay? Kasama dyan sa ombudsman. Meron din siyang actually administrative case doon sa ombudsman. So pagdating sa administrative case, para siyang korte yung ombudsman, pero wala kasi namang strictly speaking, walang korte ang administrative cases. They are just tribunals within the system. Like sa executive, mayroong tribunals na i-hear yung kanyang mga remedies ng mga complaints ng mga nagtatrabaho dyan. Pero hindi siya technically korte na kagaya ng Supreme Court of the Philippines and all its branches, okay? Yung RTC, hindi branches, yung kanyang lower courts. Okay? Because ito sa atin, iisa lang ang korte. Okay? So ang ombudsman ay hindi korte yan. Yung sandigan ay that is a special court, pero ang ating constitution nagsasabi there is only one Supreme Court. Okay? At ang lahat ng mga RTC na yan, mga MTC, mga branches lang yan that will handle the trial, so ganyan. But eventually, kung titingnan, iisa lang ang korte ng Pilipinas and that is the Supreme Court of the Philippines. Sandigan Bayan is part of that with a special jurisdiction na yung officials ng gobyerno, no? At saka yung mga private persons na nagkamit ng mga krimen, nakakontsaba ng mga public officials. So meron ding private persons na pwedeng kasuhan dyan sa ombudsman. Yung mga nagkaroon ng conspiracy with public officials. Okay? So kung saan kasuhan yung official, doon din siya makakasuhan yung private person. Okay? So malinaw yan. Ang ombudsman ay hindi korte. Ito ay parang administrative investigative body kagaya ng piskalya. Pero at the same time, tribunal din siya para malaman kung meron bang liability ng administratibo ang isang empleyado o opisyal ng gobyerno. Okay? At ang Sandigang Bayan ay korte, pero hindi yan siya hiwalay sa ating Supreme Court kasi there is only one court. There's only one Supreme Court in this country according to our Constitution, and that is the Supreme Court of the Philippines. Alright, alas 12:30 na po ng tanghali at ngayon ay magpapahinga muna ako na sa salita at babalik tayo pagkatapos ng mga alala.
Muli nating balikan Tambayan sa DWIZ.
Okay, mga kaibigan, 12:36 ng hapon. Okay, nagbabalik ang Tambayan kasama si Attorney Ahmed Pagtinawan at nagkwentuhan tayo tungkol sa first half, nagkwentuhan tayo tungkol sa empleyado. Nagsimula tayo sa pag-step down ng ES and then later on yung kanyang functions. So, ano ba yun? Unique ba yung kanyang function o ginagawa na yan ng ibang opisina at maaaring duplication. Okay? Pero sa tingin natin, hintayin natin kung ano ang kanyang magiging assignment, kumbaga, sa bago niyang opisina. Okay. At then we talked about yung appointing power at sino nagkukontrol ng mga na-appoint. Nag-usapan din natin yung pinagkaiba ng ating presidential system sa parliamentary, sa usapin ng bureaucracy o yung mga leaders of the bureaucracy, yung bureaucrats tinatawag. And then parang almost logically we moved on to kung sino ang dumidisiplina dyan. Sabi natin ang presidente may power, direct control and supervision sa mga membro ng kanyang gabinete. Okay? But hindi lahat ng na-appoint ng presidente ay siya yung may control ng disiplina. At napag-usapan din natin in passing yung ombudsman at saka yung Tambayan. Okay. Ngayon naman, sa second part, gusto kong pag-usapan yung nangyayari sa social media. One of one of those things that happen in social media and on the internet, not only in social media, even in mass media, okay, in conservative, mainstream media like broadcast and print. Okay? Nandiyan yung accusation of fake news, ganda, so ganyan, and yung negativity towards government or towards certain group. So, but ang mga accusation na binabato sa iba't ibang grupo, iba't ibang panig against each other, ayun nga, propaganda yan, paninira lang yan, fake news yan, panggugulo lang yan. Pero all of these things really, if you really think about it, are meaningless. They do not describe what is in fact happening. Okay, what is in fact happening. In my opinion, para sa akin, hindi yan siya fake news, hindi yan siya propaganda, ganito, ganyan. What is going on online, especially in social media, but also in the mainstream media, is a national conversation. It's a national conversation. It's like the ordinary conversation that people would have in everyday life. Kahit saan man yan sila nandun. Ganun talaga ang nangyayari. Nandyan yung kwentong kardero, kwentong kutsero, nandyan yung mga nagbibenta ng lutong Macau, ganyan. Mga expression lang to, this is not in any way to slight the groups na involved dito sa expression na to. Wala tayong ganyang damdamin. Okay. But mga expression lang natin yan. Okay, nandyan yung sala sa init, sala sa lamig, walang consistency ang sinasabi, dalawang mukha, mga ganyan, di ba? Meron tayong mga konseptong ganyan sa ating buhay, sa ating society, which is actually what Filipino philosophy is all about. Filipino philosophy is all about. Lahat ng ito, utang na loob, may dalawang mukha, o yung delikadesa, lahat ng nasa kultura natin is part of the study of Filipino, what makes up Filipino philosophy. And ang ating philosophy ay sarili atin, unique yan. And it's still developing. Hindi pa ito kompleto na kagaya ng mga philosophies ng Aristotle, ni Plato, ni Socrates, at lahat pa ng mga sinong makaluma at makabago ngayon, modernong mga philosophers. Pero kung ang mga dalubhasa na mga self-respecting philosophers ngayon sa ating panahon na ito, ang tatanungin mo, kung ano itong nangyayari dito sa social media at sa mainstream media, they will tell you the same thing. This is a national conversation. It is a national discourse. This is really what happens when people in a community, in a society, talk to each other or find themselves in a forum, okay, in a place where there are people who are either forced to listen or who are there to voluntarily listen, and also those people who would like to talk and would want to be listened to. Okay, and every one of us has about 50-50 of those two kinds of people. 50% ideally ang makikinig tayo, and 50% ideally also magsasalita tayo. And that is actually part of the duties of citizenship. Ang pagiging Pilipino ay may kaakibat na duty. Ano ba yung duty? Katungkulan. Hindi katungkulan yan eh. Basta yung duty. Bisaya. Duty. Parte yan ng duty ng bawat mamamayang Pilipino, citizen. Bakit? Kasi lahat ng Pilipino ay kasama, kaakibat ng hindi lamang ng ating gobyerno, but ng ating simbahan, ng ating leaders, ng kultura natin, ng ating mga indigenous peoples organizations, lahat ng sectoral organizations, lahat yan ay kasama sa nation building. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng nation building? Ang nation building ay ang sum total of everything that we do, all of us as citizens, as officials of government, as doctors, as health workers, as social workers, as call center agent, in our everyday lives that are all geared towards the strengthening or the establishment of a government first, second, to make it better and to make it serve the people, the citizens, okay, those who are the members of the sovereign of this country, to serve them and also to better ourselves. Okay, because in doing so, we will build together a country that has a good outlook in the international community. So meron tayong parang dangal na nararamdaman, okay? So that is the source of that is the outwardly expression ng ating nationalism o patriotism, not nationalism, patriotism. Pagmamahal sa ating bayan. Pagmamahal sa ating bayan ay ma-manifest in actuality, okay, in reality, doon sa ating ginagawa towards nation building. Okay, and part of that obligation, duty, is to participate in the conversation of the entire nation. Okay. So that lahat ng sinasabi natin dito ay kuro-kuro. These are opinions. Okay. Most of what we say, anywhere we are opinions. Because we do not talk like we are talking to students, where we impart information that is agreed to by most people in the world as a true or a fact about certain things. But we are not doing that. Hindi tayo nagtuturo sa mga estudyante when we talk to each other online, on social media, on media. We are talking to people who we assume are our equals, who have presumably the same intellectual capacity that we have, the same rights and obligations, okay, under the law. At pantay-pantay tayong lahat. So, hindi tayo nagtuturo. So, lahat ng sinasabi natin in most of our day is actually really opinion. Okay? Save for those who are who work, for example, in the delivery of news. But hindi naman lahat ng tao ay nagtatrabaho ng bilang reporter o bilang newsreader o bilang news writer. Hindi naman lahat ng tao ganyan. At even then, hindi rin buong araw ginagawa ng reporter ang mag-report. Okay? So ibig sabihin, hindi lang when we assume that when this person is reporting because he is a reporter, when he is actually reporting, then he is saying something, that he's reporting something that is what is considered fact. Okay? Fact, hindi truth, fact. Okay, fact. But a reporter doesn't report all day, every hour, every minute of his life. Okay? He only does that when he is actually reporting, and even if he is at work from 8 to 5, he is not actually reporting every minute of that day, of those hours. Diba? Andiyan yun, nakikipag-usap sa workmates niya, nakikipag-usap sa boss niya, nakikipag-usap sa kanyang editor, sa kanyang publisher, mga ganyan. Diba? Pagdating sa bahay, nakikipag-usap siya sa asawa niya, sa mga anak niya, kapitbahay, driver ng jeep, ganyan. So, most of the things that we do when we use our communication abilities is really to give our opinion on certain things, on whatever things, particular things. And therefore, the judgment na ang sinasabi mo ay fake news is really meaningless because I'm not delivering news. Okay, and if this is my opinion, if I'm wrong, then don't call me fake news or very fake news, but to correct me. Okay, and once you correct me and I still don't listen to you, then I respect my opinion as I respect yours, di ba? At kung nag-away tayo, mag-away lang din tayo dito. Pero when we start committing crimes like when you libel me and I slander you, then mananagot tayong dalawa sa korte, sa batas. But what is going on there? Is that an activity that justly expects a judgment na fake news ka o propagandist ka? Hindi, di ba? It's just like everyday lives noon na wala pang internet, nangyayari na yan. Sa eskwela, sa workplace, sa bungan, okay, may nag-aaway na dyan. At so long as they do not violate actual penal laws, pinabayaan lang yan sila, pinag-aaway lang yan sila dyan. At pag-uwi nila, kinabukasan, aaway sila, hindi sila mapapansinan. But that's part of society. That's part of how life in society is all about. So itong hindi ko sinasabing walang fake news. Ang sinasabi ko lang is when we throw around accusing each other of purveying fake news or doing propaganda or just being negative about everything, then we should stop and actually think about, we are just really talking here. Usap lang talaga tayo dito. At kung ayaw mo makinig sa akin, then don't. Okay? Do not call me fake news. Do not call me a propagandist. Do not call me. So long as I am not committing crimes against your honor, against your dignity, against your reputation, what's it to you kung ano yung sinasabi ko? At what's it to me kung ano yung sinasabi mo? Okay? And we don't have to react to everything that we see online or here on media because they do have the right to say those things, and as well as you do. Okay? And kung gagawin natin to na every time na nagsasalita tayo, di nagustuhan ng kabilang grupo, ay tatawagin kang fake news, propagandist ka, walang totoo sa sinasabi mo, generalize ka na, and then cancel you. What are we doing to the national conversation? And if we are, God forbid, killing the national conversation, then aren't we neglecting our duty to be part of a national conversation in in our struggle or our joint endeavor to build a better nation. Di ba yan ang ginagawa natin? Kasi magkakaroon yan ng parang chilling effect. And every time you say something, sasabihan ka ng kabilang grupo na hindi nag-agree sa sinasabi mo na fake news ka, walang totoong sinasabi ganito, ganyan. Ibaban ka, hindi ka na... Everybody won't talk anymore. Everybody will slowly stop talking and just, diba, choose a smaller and smaller group hanggang sa hindi na talaga magpag-usap yan because every time we accuse somebody, when we impute bad faith on somebody, that has an effect on not only in the emotions of people but also in their willingness, in their voluntarity, okay, their volition, their freedom, their agency to want to exercise their rights. Okay, and the exercise of rights is our duty. It's our duty towards the general obligation of nation building. Because hindi tayo pwedeng maging kontento na lamang na meron tayong bansa, na meron tayong ekonomiya, at meron tayong kinakain, at meron tayong papalita, meron tayong nagkomentaryo, nag-drive ng barko, aeroplano. That is not enough. Okay? There is always a challenge to make everything better. Okay? Everything better, everything more functional, more efficient, more rational, more intelligent, more scientific, okay, and more understanding and more human. Okay? And every time we accuse each other, we impute bad faith on each other just because we express our opinion, that kills that feeling of wanting to participate. Okay? And then, ano ang magiging pervasive effect niyan? Then the Philippine society will die. When the society stops talking to each other and listening to each other, progress stops. The exchange of ideas will stop. Okay? And when there is no longer an exchange, a hindered, unfettered exchange of ideas, never mind na mali ang iba dyan na sinasabi, lessons will also stop from being learned. Wala na tayong matutunang bagong leksyon at wala na tayong mababago sa sarili natin because the only thing that we see is ourselves. And we are no longer able to see ourselves in others or what we would have been kung naririnig natin yung iba kasi pwedeng maaaring makakita ka ng mabuti sa ginagawa na to, sa sinasabi nito, gagayahin ko. So I can be a better person, I can be a better citizen. Pero kung hindi na natin ginagawa yan because takot na tayo at nasasaktan tayo dahil tinatawag tayong fake news, propagandist, sinungaling, killer, mamamatay ang ating society. And the society is the hearth, the birthplace of the social animal, and the social animal is the human being. Okay, pag wala yung society, the social animal cannot live. Okay, it will go into a reverse evolution, okay? Regression, no? Kayari, paurong ka na lang kasi wala ka nang natututunan dahil wala ka nang naririnig na ibang opinion na taliwas sa'yo o sa opinion mo dahil nagtatawagan na lang kayong nag-a-accuse na lang kayo sa isa't isa ng bad faith o malisya when in fact I just really don't understand you. Maybe you can just explain it to me. Instead of calling me a liar or a paid troll, you just listen to me, and if there's something wrong with what I say, factually, then correct me. But when I'm arguing and does not involve empirical facts, you have no right to tell me that I am saying fake news. Okay? I am just saying my opinion in the exercise of my freedom of speech, expression, and all that, of the press. So, and if you stop me from doing that, you are stopping me from doing my obligation towards nation building. And if you do that to me, then I will do that to others. I will do that to my own children, my wife, my mother. And what will happen when the conversation stops in the family? It will stop in any other institution that the members of the family are also members of. And when that stops in those institutions, then even the businesses, even commercial negotiations will also break down. At pagka yan ang nangyari, then our economy also goes down. And pagka yan ang nangyari, we cannot talk to other countries anymore because they just call us fake news. Then that also break down international relations. And what will happen? Okay, all the people now has a warped sense of being a citizen. And that has something to do, but it's nothing to do with nation building at all. Okay? And nothing to do with nation building at all. So maybe we should check ourselves. I-check natin yung mga sarili natin, ginagawa natin, and maybe if we encounter someone who just is saying something so completely stupid and against the facts, but di naman to nag-report. Di naman to reporters. Maybe he's just talking about his opinion or what he knows so far about the subject. So just let it go. Let it pass. Or if you must, then correct the person. Okay? If you correct, give him facts. Okay? Do not tell him that you're stupid and you don't know how to argue. Although sometimes it really is unavoidable because sometimes kahit sinabi mo na yung binigay mo na yung totoo, ayaw pa rin, pag-away pa sa'yo at mumurahin ka pa, gaganti ka rin. Pero again, even that is part of the national conversation. What is not part of the national conversation is stopping the national conversation. And with that, I will leave you today with that lesson, and thank you very much for listening. Magkikita-kita ulit tayo sa Tambayan bukas, Tuesday. Sana nandito na rin si Uncle JP Varela para meron tayong kausap. Pero please, think about this. Okay? Not everyone is involved in delivering the news. And not everyone is involved in delivering the news all day, every day of his life. Okay? For most of everyone's life, when we talk, when we communicate, we just exchange ideas, what we know, what we experience, okay? what we fear, what we wish for. And that is the national conversation that is all geared to nation building. Thank you very much and good afternoon.
Tambayan sa DWIZ.